Assalamualaikum and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you all know, I'm here and today we're gonna talk about something that is really important to be talked about. But in our society, I don't know why it's considered as a taboo. People don't talk about it, and people who go through this are judged in a very bad self-harm. What basically self-harm is? Self-harm is hurting yourself, hurting your body, doing something bad to yourself, cutting yourself, burning yourself. Self-harm is basically not a suicide attempt, but it is a different way, a hurtful way to cope up with your anxiety, anger, and other issues that are hurting yourself and hurting your mind or your mental peace or destroying your mental peace. While self-injury may bring a momentary sense of calm for a while, but it leaves a very big impact on your personality, on your peace, mental peace, on your mental state. Have you ever thought what make people self-harm, burn themselves, cut themselves, bang their heads in the walls, do bad stuff to their body, do bad to themselves, hurt themselves in different ways, and do stuff? Many years, psychologists theorize that people who self-harm do it because they don't have a better way to cope up with their negative thoughts, negative vibes, their aggression, their anxiety, their depression, and stuff. They self-harm to cope up with that guilt, that shame that bring in their anxiety, their stress brings them this. They don't have another way to do it. They don't find a better way to cope up with their thoughts, their negative thoughts and stuff that might hurt them. There are basically uncountable reasons why people self-harm. People self-harm because they want to punish themselves. People self-harm because they want to distract themselves. People self-harm because they don't feel anything physical when their body is basically numb. They want to feel something. People self-harm. People self-harm because they are in guilt or in shame of something that they have done, or that thing might have been hurting themselves in a different way, different manner. They cannot help themselves. They cannot do anything to cope up with that stress or depression or anxiety that certain thing is giving them. If you ever want to look for the symptoms in a person that is the other person self-harming or harming themselves in a different way or doing anything bad to themselves, you need to look for the symptoms. It may include scars or skin burns or scars and patterns, fresh cuts and stuff like that. You'll get to know the other person is going through something that is making them self-harm or hurt themselves in a different manner. Most frequently, you will see these cuts, scratches, bruises, or marks on the arms or legs of a person, or even on back or neck. There are different in people self-harm in different ways. If a person, in some people self-harm and then after some time they stop, but some people make it a habit. They don't make it a habit; it becomes a habit, and leaving a habit is a very different thing and very difficult thing for some people. So basically, a study found out that 20% of people who self-harm are going through personality disorders. 13.5% of people in the world who self-harm are going from some kind of adjustment issues. Then 11.2% of people who self-harm are going through depression or anxiety or some kind of disorder. And then most of 55% of people who self-harm in the world are the people who are going from some kind of eating disorder. The rate of self-harm, self-injury and hurting yourself is most above in the people who have eating disorders. We have friends, we have family, we have people around us. We need to help them out. We can help them out, but we don't. Why? Because self-harm is considered as a taboo in our society. People don't talk about it. People have fear in them that they will be judged, and that is very true. People judge over self-harm. Many of the people who self-harm and then try to get help from other people, from their families, from their friends or people, are labeled as attention seekers. Many of the people, and this is why self-harm is talking about self-harm is becoming a very big thing for people in our society. In Pakistan, self-harm is always said to be done by someone who is an attention seeker, and this is bad. We need to cut this thing out of our minds that someone who is self-harming is an attention seeker. No, the other person might in real need your help. In real, that person might be in pain or stress or anxiety, frustration, or something that he is not able to cope up with. That is the time we need to help the other person. The rate of self-harm in children and teenagers is increasing day by day. Day by day it is increasing. Why? Do you know why? Because children, they have problems in their life, but they don't know, don't they just don't know how to deal with those problems. And we being adults, we don't even help them. We don't help them. This makes them more furious, more frustrated, more anxious. And when it comes to teenagers, it's in teenage, it's an age that people need help. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to decide. They don't know how to take their decisions. That is a time, if you help your child, if you help them dealing with situations, they won't go through this. They won't go through self-harm. They won't go through depression, anxiety. They would be a very normal child. It's time we help. So basically, it's a high time that we help people around us who are going through this situation and they cannot help themselves. They don't know how to cope up with this thing. It's high time we help them. We have a lot of people around us. There might be people in our family, in our friend gatherings, in our friends circle who go through this and they don't know how to cope up with this. It's time we help them. Helping someone is not a bad thing. We can help someone when they need us. So that is all, and thank you for listening, and Allah Hafiz. Help people around you. Bye.